Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here. I'm going to be doing a random collective reading. If you are interested in a personal reading, astrology, or tarot, my information is down below. It may be a few days before I post again, but you're probably getting used to that. My son and I are headed back to Texas tomorrow, and that'll be a 2-day journey with cats. So, I like to come into these with a kind of with what I'm into. If something just feels like I'm supposed to come in with them, but I have been really vibing with Mother Mary in some ways for a long time, but in other ways, a lot recently for the past few months. See, see, she's everywhere. And this morning I woke up to the song Let It Be. And it's not like that. Sometimes songs will come to me and I'll be like, dude, I haven't heard that probably in 30, 40 years. But we hear that song, but I wanted to, I searched for it and listened to it. And then I'm going to read you the lyrics because I hadn't thought about the lyrics in a while. But when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And then the other part, and when the brokenhearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. There will be an answer, just let it be. The brokenhearted people. I don't know, it felt really timely. Sometimes I think we're so, if you're an adult watching this, which you should be, but sometimes I think like when we're adults, we forget that we're children. And there is something about letting things be and letting the answer come. And knowing that we deserve love and care as well. And just it's like we've still got to pay the bills and do all that shit, we don't just go whatever, but loosening our grip. It's kind of like there's like when you're a kid, you have to do, you just know that you have to do your homework so that you can go out and play. That's what it is. And if you fall, ideally in an ideal world, if you hurt yourself, you can run to a parent for a hug, so it's like do our homework and then play when we can. And if we get hurt, instead of like internalizing it, like go to something, we could in AA we call it your HP, your higher power, whatever that is. Anyway, let's see what comes out. And then also, I don't usually use my angel deck, but my angel tarot, but that's the one that was talking to me today. So this morning after all of this, while I was journaling, I was kind of journaling that like I want to metaphorically lay my head in someone else's lap. Somebody, I don't know everything. I don't always know what to do. Shut up. High Priestess. This is the card that represents us internally. The High Priestess is going to the womb within, but like fucking look at her. She looks like Mother Mary. That's really funny. That she's being in the womb, like being in the darkness, going within to find answers. So, and when we're going within to find answers, it's because we're getting them from the divine. So the Hierophant is the God. That's where we seek wisdom outside of ourselves through books, etc. Kind of looking at society and to teachers and leaders. With the High Priestess, that's the goddess energy. So that's yin, it's receptive, it goes within. And the High Priestess is the goddess energy. And the whole thing of, organized religion is that there's utility in the Hierophant. This is one of my favorite stories. So with the Hierophant, there is a point to like seeking wisdom outside of ourselves and finding a teacher and conferring with others. But we've abandoned the feminine of going within, especially growing up Catholic. Like, why the fuck do I have to confess my sins to a priest? Why do I need a middleman? So that's where I feel like it gets silly. But we can also go within and have our own connection to the divine within us, the divine spark, to the divine, whatever we consider God, spirit, universe, spirit guides, angels, all of that is going within. It's the occult, and it's been hidden, because like witches and all of that, like the feminine has just been villainized. But it doesn't mean that we twist around and go all the way to one way. The reason it's important to bounce ourselves off of a teacher or one another at times, or like by reading a book or a text or something like that, is because there's a meme, and it's the mystic swims with delight in seas that would drown the psychotic. So like if you're only going in here and you don't have you're not checking and balancing yourself off of other people, you can go crazy. You know what I mean? Because we're fucking here. We're in reality. There's other beings, like whether we are one with them or whatever. There's other people in the world. So it's like you have to have both. But right now I'm really feeling this, like going to mother and laying your head in her lap. Yeah. Okay. And we got the High Priestess. So, this is like going to the feminine. I always know this when I flip the deck over the wrong way. Empress. I'm not going to pull her out, but that's the earthly version of the divine feminine, the embodiment of all the higher aspects of the feminine principle. Eight of Swords. Okay. Externally, we may feel stuck. This is kind of what's right in front of us. Now, the Eight of Swords can be a card of victim mentality. The swords are air, that's our mind. We're within, we're stuck in our heads. I always point out she has a blindfold. We can't see the future, we can't see the way out. We have to quiet our minds and wait until we're calm or we've surrendered, and that'll either come from being exhausted, or we can choose to actively surrender and wait for the answer. How did that go? Let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be. Wow. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow. Let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. I woke up to the sound of it. Oh, goodness. All right, I'm getting teary. But anyway, the answers are coming, but they're going to come from within. It's not going to come from striving, or like do your homework, but then get out and play. And when you feel like you just want to cry, just cry and imagine, like even visualize it. Because maybe we are stuck. Queen of Cups. Goodness. So this is in the God spot. So God looking down. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, she's emotional. This is the higher perspective. So spirit, the universe, God, goddess looking down on us. It's like go within the darkness, cry on your mother's lap, metaphorically. I mean, you be comforted. You can't do everything. Something is trying to come out. What is trying to come out? Anyway, looking down, it's like, oh yes. Okay, so the Queen of Cups, she is the caretaker. She is the mother of the suits. The Queen of Pentacles also more in like a taking care of the home and food and nurturing and everything like that. The Queen of Cups is the emotional mother. The Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords, they're like out there doing shit. They're the more masculine of the feminine cards. But this is looking down. She is like the emotional caretaker. So I feel like what this is saying, like God is looking down on us, because I do call this the God spot. To me, God is more androgynous, but whatever. God is looking down on us saying, I see you taking care of people. Wow. Emotionally. And even though you might feel stuck, you can't see the future. This is really emotional. You need to go to your mother, you need to be comforted yourself. Wow. Let me clarify this Eight of Swords. Don't feel like the victim, but it's okay to grieve. Like you can. Ten of Wands, you're carrying a lot of burdens. Ten of Wands is feeling overwhelmed, overburdened, carrying really heavy things. But it's moving on, it's completion. And the 10 of Wands are action. We actually had this card the other day, like it's time to move, but we also need to move whatever it is that's within us. That's funny too. I wore my elephant shirt, and elephants are like feminine, whatever. Oh, okay. I'm gonna pull a card. If there's something you can't fix, like just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Beloved one, Archangel Chamuel, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Maybe we are having difficulties with relationships, and that soulmates, that can be, it doesn't have to be like a love relationship, like a romantic. It can be any kind of like soul relationship. Maybe you're feeling disconnected from other souls, or on the other hand, obligated to other souls, and like you can't fix something for somebody else because like God is looking down here, like I see you trying to be the mother to everybody, but you like you're going to get stuck. You can't like fix your way out of whatever situation it is that you're in. It's time to go deep within your intuition, follow your intuition. But there's something here really about visualizing, just laying your head on the Divine Mother's lap. Prosperity, Archangel Ariel. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So there are higher and lower aspects of all the cards. The lower aspect of the Queen of Cups would be being emotionally manipulative, so are we like taking care of others and being resentful? Are we using manipulation to by taking care of, with an end in in sight? Like, so taking care of like our follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Like, are we sacrificing our own dreams resentfully to appease others? And then there's always a reason we do that. Like, we always get something out of that. This is something I learned in rehab. Like, even if there was a situation that was really terrible, I'm being blanket extreme about this right now because, somebody could tell me a specific situation, whatever, I'm just making a generalization to make a point, but whatever situation I felt victim of, regardless of the actual victimization of it, I by not removing myself from it, I stood to gain something. What was that thing? That was a really fucking difficult exercise. I'm not going to lie. It was really difficult. And it took a few people to tell me before I really, really listened. And it was by like the fourth person, and she and I are still friends, but I really listened to her. And she's the only one I'm still friends with, because the other people I was like, go fuck yourself. You know what? If this message is not for you, it's not for you. That's okay. Like, I wouldn't say that to somebody like in a really abusive situation, for example. There's a time and a place, and outside of certain circumstances is when it is the time and the place to reflect on that. And I needed to tell the three people that told me prior to the person I still like to go fuck themselves, because that's exactly where I was. But I needed that. They did the right thing anyways, because I kind of needed the slow drip of that. What did I stand to gain from situations I remained in where I was a victim? And that there's something really important that has to do with that. I don't know. I just convey the message. All right. We're going to just stick with the angel theme. Why not? Why not? Because see, we are protected by angels. And I think I might take my Texas license plate home so that when I'm doing a video down in Texas in my office, you're like, oh, she's in Texas. And then when I'm here, we have the Colorado one. Okay. Okay. Archangel Uriel. Divine light shines from within. I am eternally radiant, loving, and wise. I was saying, it says, yeah, the Archangel Uriel. Divine light shines from within. I had said that go within to your own divinity. Remember that you are a child of God, a child of the divine, a child of the universe. Just remember your youthfulness and your innocence and freedom as a spirit, as a soul. Like, we don't have to carry everything on our backs. Look up for answers. That just came. I don't know why. Look up. That could actually literally mean like look up. Where are you at right now? Look up. I see a sign that says attract what you expect. But like look up right now or look up today, look up in the sky. Maybe you'll see a sign. I don't know. What the hell? Another angel deck. Daily guidance. While we're on angel care. So what should we do? What do you desire? Pretty. You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. Do make a point of leafing through or writing down or going over your own personal desires, because we don't want to sacrifice our own desires to take care of other people. That's coming through here. Like we deserve to be taken care of. And then whatever is meant to come into our life will. Focus on service. Okay. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. I don't know about that, but these are Doreen Virtue anyway, and she pronounces them now, so she probably doesn't know about that either. The stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in the stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. But that came out with assertiveness, because I'm like, I think what they're pointing out here is, yes, we did come here to be of service, but we got assertiveness. So this situation can be healed gently with love as you've requested. Yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. So we don't get to cop out on this, This has come up for me a couple of times because, well, and not a couple of times, but a lot actually. But I'm trying to think of like an example. So here's for example. Yes, I did come here to be of service to others. And actually a big part of that is helping people who want to get sober, because I've gotten sober, and it's kind of the whole premise of AA and all that, even though I don't really go to meetings anymore, but I go to them sometimes. I stay involved because, I'm like, it's just good to stay involved, and I meet cool people. But there have been times where people have from, in the circle of getting sober, trying to get sober, not quite sober, fell off the wagon, et cetera, et cetera. I'll get phone calls from somebody who, people who like want money or whatever. And I've just gotten to the point now where I'm like, you know what? It's been a really long time since I've talked to you. How do I, why is nobody in your present life helping you out at the moment? And that's not always easy, because I think to myself, I'm like, well, but I was struggling before and I got that. But there were people anyway, there's something here about having to speak your truth. I would try to dance around it for a while and like, and then I helped a couple people out here and there over the years. And then I'm like, I just can't do it anymore. This isn't cool. Like, I didn't get to the other side. To help people that I'm not like invested in at the moment as friends or whatever. To help them out of sticky situations. And all of that. But yeah, but I had to start getting honest about it because I got really tired of the messages. But anyway, so be assertive. Focus on service, be assertive, be honest. If you feel like you're being taken advantage of, then say that. What do you desire? Really look into it. You desire to serve. I think they're acknowledging that whoever is watching this must be of service to others. So that must be a big part of your thing. They're acknowledging that, but what else do you desire? Anyway, this has gone on long enough. May the angels be with you. And thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day on earth. Peace. Namaste. Let it be. The answers are coming.